Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I am about to expose Elon Musk, okay? Because this person has to get exposed because what he's trying to do is just dumb. A lot of people are spiritually blind, so they're gonna fall for it. But I'm telling y'all, I always say on every video, look into the eyes. These people are soulless. They're not real human people. So why would you follow after somebody? Or why would you do something that these people are pushing? Like, look at them. A lot of people, when they got that jab in the government, the president looked like a robot, and y'all still when they got the jab. So stop following after these people. And a lot of young people look up to people like this because of what? I always say, money. They had these fake success stories. Oh, I started off broke. I started off working here, and I moved myself on up. Yeah, it worked for them because they're not real people. These people get thrown into the stage with these fake success stories, and regular people like us follow it and get depressed because our life is not like that. But our life is not made to be like that because we're not fake. We're actually the real people. We're God's chosen people. So if we're God's chosen people, why are we following after people that's not God's chosen people? Obviously, they're mad. Obviously, they want us to be like them. And it's going to go right into this Neuralink chip. That is the mark of the beast. I was literally talking to somebody. I think I was reading something. They were saying that if you celebrate the Sabbath on Sunday, which is Sunday, like you're worshiping the sun, as opposed to Saturday when it's really supposed to be, that's the mark of the beast. Do I feel like that? Halfway and halfway. But the Neuralink, that chip, is like the end of it. You know, when we sin, we repent. God forgive us. We try and do better. But with that chip, it's like you completely giving your life over to the devil, and it's a wrap. And that's why Revelations warns us about the mark of the beast, which is the chip. So as you all can see, somebody had posted this, and this is some real stuff. They always have to show you who they really are and what they're really trying to do before they do it. It's like a way to like clear their self with God, because a lot of them is like fallen angels and they want to get back. You know, they want to go back up there, but it's a wrap. So when they do stuff like this, they get exposed. Like they have to show us what they're really trying to do and what it's really going to do to us before they do it. You know, you just got to be smart enough to pay attention to it. So I think this happened today or yesterday. FDA approved it. And everyone been noticing, like, they've been going back and forth with FDA. FDA wasn't approving it, and it's in the third. I already knew it was going to get approved because I know what we're living in the world. We're living in the last days. So this is just a part of that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it was going to get approved. And a lot of people saying, like, oh, I'm not getting that chip in me. I'm not. But a lot of y'all, when they got that jab in y'all, a lot of y'all went and go run and go get Apple Watches. A lot of y'all go run and go get Alexas. A lot of y'all be on y'all phone all day, 24/7. So it's just like, and another thing about it too is, I'm going to talk about this later. Okay, I'm going to talk about that later. So make sure y'all watch it to the end. But I'm finna get into this. As you all can see, he got this thing on. That's a Baphomet in the middle of him. And they put a picture on the side to show you all. I always talk about the Baphomet. That's who they worship. That's their God. Nothing but another version of Satan. And as you all can see, his name match up to Revelation, because we're in Revelations. And his name match up to the Antichrist. It match up to the Antichrist. So, you know, just a little warning. And the oak tree, Elon. You all could look at that. So, like I said, they like to put these people in the spotlight to try and make it seem like they're so rich. Another way for people to idolize people and follow after them. A lot of black people follow after and will listen to a person that's rich and that's a millionaire before they listen to their own family. It's the spiritual blindness, the brainwashing that we've been, you know, triggered since we was little to follow after people that look like they got money or that's rich. Listen to everything they say and not listen to regular people like me or, you know, family, friends, you know, whatever. So let's get into it. What I feel like with this Neuralink, I feel like it's going to be mixed with digital currency. Okay, I think they're gonna mix it together, and that's why in Revelations it say you will not be able to buy, you will not be able to sell, because I think that it's gonna be all mixed together. I find it no coincidence that these people is coming over, these immigrants are coming over to these towns and these states, and I just feel like this chip and this mark will just be another way to be able to just for control. They always want to make it chaotic and chaos. Like the immigrants coming over to these states, they don't have nowhere to stay. They all out on the street. That's chaos. So they have to make it to where it's chaos so they could be able to come in and try and make it seem like they're making it better. But actually they're making it worse because they was the one that started it in the first place. So you can't depend on them. Same thing with that jab. You know, make it worse, get you sick, so you could run and get the chip. I think that another way they're going to try and push the chip is a lot of people going to start getting sick, and they're going to have all these symptoms, and the chip is going to be a way for people to be, like, able to not have no symptoms and feel good. I feel like that's another way that they're going to push it, too. Because, like, I highlighted it, you all. I'm not going to read it, but they was saying that, like, it was for some people that can't really walk, some people that can't really move their hand. You know what I'm saying? So what better way to push something like this that the Bible tells us to stay away from, to make people sick and lean more towards it, or to make the world real chaotic and order out of chaos so we could run to them, if that makes sense. But only thing I want to talk about in this video was that chip and digital currency mixed together is the mark of the beast. That's the final thing. You know, I like to look at Haya, which is God's real name. I look at him as a loving guy, you know. And a lot of people was thinking that the jab was the mark of the beast. But no, that's kind of like it's levels to it. That's like the first level of it. That was like an experiment to see if people really was going to follow them, you know. And they got what they wanted. So they like, okay, it's time. It's time for us to start pushing this. And I don't trust the government. I don't listen to, like, you know, you all see my videos. Everything they say, you have to read between the lines, you know. So, me, am I going to fall for it? No. And if you don't get scared, you all, because they're going to scare you all to get this chip. They're going to make it seem like, oh, you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't do nothing. But I'm going to tell y'all something. And I was talking to my father about this. And with that jab, with that V word, I can't say it. They was firing people from their jobs, telling people you can't come back and work here until you get that V word. And now all of a sudden, people could go back to their jobs. People was actually getting paid money from their job telling them they can't work there. Like, people actually getting paid money from it. So you all have to look at the bigger picture of stuff. Don't follow after nothing they push. They're going to try and scare you to make it seem like, oh, you got to get this, you got to do this. But you all need to read the book of Revelations. Everything that's going to happen is supposed to happen. The only thing that you need to do is trust in the higher, trust in God. You know, he going to save you. You going to always have that shield of protection from him. But he already chose us. Like I said, we have to choose him back. And this is this is like your final way. You know, if you get this chip, it's a wrap. You know, like that's the final way. And you all going to get warned. You know, I'm not going to be the only person. Once this come out or whatever, and whatever they try and do, whatever sneaky stuff they try and do, you all going to be warned. So don't be scared. You know, you gonna know what it is. And you going to still have free will to choose. But, you know, you got to think bigger than these fallen angels and these demonic people in the government. You have to think bigger than them, like, because they don't run this world. They just have power over the world. And y'all have to realize, Ahia, which is God gave them power. You know what I'm saying? So he has the final, you know, you just like I say, read Revelations, you all will understand better. But you all could just read this and it say, never receive the 666, the mark of the beast, and you all can see it. But make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, turn my notification bell on, and peace out.